market opening inside of previous day's range, never an exciting open unless we move out of that day's range in the initial balance, that is within the first 1 hour A or B period. If we manage to get out of that previous day's range, then there is some chance that we may get a directional development, we may get some higher time frames getting involved. At least if not a clear cut break out of previous day's range, at least a test beyond any of the references. Like if it tests below this, good; if it tests above this, good. But this has not happened, and we will have to wait for it. But again, the later it happens, the less effective it will be. I'll show you. You can see on this previous day that it happened in D period, and then basically nothing happened. Once this failed auction happened, there was no real follow through. Yeah, we did tag days low, but we did not even come low to tag this HVN, nothing. So a failure at one end did not give us anything because it happened late in the day. Had this happened during the first hour of trade, the initial balance, then we would know that okay, previous day's auction, some unfinished business that was finished, and now it hasn't found any new business in that direction. We can expect the markets to go and test the other extreme. So, and that is usually how the market behaves in a sideways consolidation. So if we had tested below this low like this, then we could easily say that okay, intraday at least we could expect to taste yesterday's high. Now it may or may not happen, and we really don't know what is going to take place. It can turn into another P, but again within previous days range, this P won't have much impact. Here it is a little bit more obvious, the weak highs that I'm talking about, 38,300. So 1, 2, even this high was very close, and now we are also coming very close today. Now we have IB range extension and range extension to the upside. That is a good sign. This, as I said, despite opening inside of previous day's range, we have tested below yesterday's low. So you can also call it a failed auction. It is a valid failed auction, and in such scenarios you can jump into a trade quickly. So here really, actually, I mean, not a single pullback developed. If you can call this a pullback, but I don't think this is a pullback. But usually this is what will happen. You get a quick test below previous day's low here, and then the market just starts going higher. If this had developed like this, this would have been a good buy, especially in this scenario where you have a quick test of previous day's low. That is where it is allowed. But on Nifty, as you see, we haven't done this, so it's not allowed to go and buy the pullbacks, because Nifty pullbacks can result in a very sideways move, and it can even break VWAP going forward. This one has this context behind it, and also if you see, we came very close to this HVN or point of control for this day, and we even tested that, and now we are moving higher. So definitely buyers defended here this HVN or point of control. We have a failed auction below yesterday's low. That is also a good sign. This low usage area was nicely filled by yesterday's profile, last trading session, and now I think we should move up towards these weak highs.